that's behind the goal at the main stand. They will be investigating Shelbourne for robbery. They have absolutely mugged the Treaty United here at Tuta.
And find the goal! Harry Wood, the jersey's off. 6 minutes to...
Look at that one! What a goal that is!
Hi folks, and welcome to another LOI talk. Back to the original schedule. First, it was my fault. I was traveling in Africa. I'm back, so I'm delighted to reinstate the original schedule. Thursday, 7 p.m. And that will be the tendency for the rest of the season. There might be an exception here and there, but as a rule, we will keep this 7 p.m. So I'm very looking forward for these episodes, of course, for corner comments, as we do it on a weekly basis, but also for the special guest, Antonio Tuta, who is diving in directly from Croatia, from sunny Zadara. So a lot to go through in these next 90 minutes. We'll start chatting to Antonio, and then myself and Cornel will discuss what happened over the last week and what we expect in terms of action for the next 7 days in the League of Ireland. So if you guys are into this sort of conversation, stay around for the next 1.5 hours. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do us a big favor and just press that button below. And if you enjoy what we do here, please let us know, clicking the like button below. I can see the excitement already in the chat box. Yeah, very good crack for tonight. You can be sure, Dylan. Oh, good, John. Everything is sunny here. I hope in Cork is the same. I'm looking forward for the game tomorrow with Pats. I have a feeling that we can upset them. We'll talk about that in a bit. And what else we have here? We are so back. Yes, we are indeed. And absolutely, we are massive. And we can only be more and more massive in the future. So, okay. So, Cornel, if you don't mind, I will throw a question. Then you throw a question. Then I throw a question, and then you throw a question, and that's the what we're going to do in the next 30 minutes. So, Antonio, very welcome to this podcast. I look forward to get your insights. You've been all over the place in many countries, like myself, except I'm not a football player, but I also lived in different countries. I like that. I like that attitude. And a comment here from John, looking forward to your best track in the league. The Musu is back. We'll talk about that in a second. So, Antonio, I will start asking you, how was it to play and live in Kerry and Donegal?
Hello, guys, to everyone who watching this podcast. I won't say, because for me, like football player, I move, I think 7 countries. It's been very tough for me, and also Donegal and Kerry, it's like different styles of living, because I live in Killarney. It's different style of Donegal, like I live in Letterkenny. And also like Kerry in Killarney, you watch other people, other style of living. In Letterkenny, I always watch same people. It's different style of living. It's between two regions in Ireland, but everything was okay.
My question to you is, what's it like playing in the first division for Kerry FC, and how well do you think you are doing this season in the first division? And do you see your team as a possible contenders for promotion to the Premier Division for next season?
Yeah, I mean, I speak with Connor, with the team manager. They want me to bring for 6 months, because I say, I want to find something new, like Premier Division somewhere. I looking for Premier Division in Ireland, but it's not possible, because they bring a lot of players, from England on the loans, and it's very tough to get in. Cork bring some player, goalkeeper from Netherlands, something like that. I don't know, Sligo always bring goalkeeper from Waterford. it's all mixed. It's very very tough to get in. And I try to Bulgaria Premier Division. I play there, and Maka called me. If you want to come for 6 months, I say, sorry, but I will try something else, like something bigger. I won't play, in top levels, But what's happened. But now I watching team. I following team because I have some good friends like Ryan Kelleher, something like that. Some player like Okute. They are very good. They are very good guys, and I follow Kerry. They I don't know what to say. They have now. I hear that they have like injection from some other sides, for money. They bring some money in the club, and they have now money. That's good for them, and I hope so. Next year they will fight for promotion 100%. Next year will be 100% to promoted. If they continued like because they have now money, they can bring better players and everything next season. You see now, new coach, everyone now will come in Kerry because they raising up, like financially, like money, like everything. We will see.
I have a comment here saying Tuta.
Sorry to interrupt you, Victor.
Yeah.
My second question before.
It's a very important comment here, Cornell.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm very excited.
Yes, we have a very important comment here. Tuta is the best goalkeeper. We cannot ignore this comment. And talking of that, I have a question for you about being a goalkeeper. I don't know if you recall Michel Pradom, who was a Belgian goalkeeper, I think in the late 90s. And he was amazing. He was the goalkeeper of Benfica, which is the rival of my team. I'm a Porto supporter. I'm Portuguese. So Pradom said, to be a goalkeeper, you need to be a bit crazy because it's totally different from being a midfielder or an attacker. How would you relate to that comment?
I don't know, because you must be crazy because you jumping, you go where nobody will go, like you jumping in the ball. Nobody do that. Normal people, normal people don't do that, like jumping into the ball, jumping to save the ball, it's normal people don't do that, and also you see that we have 16 meters, we have some how say on English, borders, because we are crazy. I don't know what I say, but for keeper you must be crazy. If you are not crazy, you can't be keeper. That's like a rule. That is rule. Number one rule: you must be crazy. If you are not crazy, you can be keeper.
Yeah, 100%. I have the impression that the keeper plays a game of itself. There is something like very much personal or individual when it comes to the keeper on the pitch. But that's just an impression from a viewer.
Okay.
Cornell.
My second question to you, Antonio, is which goalkeeper inspired you to be the goalkeeper that you are today, and why?
For me, I like Latino style, like Keylor Navas or something like that. Like now Zomer, because I like explosive, fast, quick. Because I don't know, Zomer, it's not, he don't play very good with feet. He's not like Ederson or some like that. Like Martinez. It's not like that. He don't play. I mean, he play, but he's not that keeper that you can say that he's top level for playing with feet. But for me, like Zomer, like Keylor Navas, like this fast and quick keepers, I like that style. Like Latino, how they say Latino style or Latin American style. That's perfect for me. I like that.
You are having some invites here to come back to Ireland, Antonio. Tuta, we want you back in Kerry.
That's my people from Killarney. Yeah. Yeah,
And
that's
also
because
join
this.
Tuta United. If you can read, you might know of a club called Tuta United. Would you join us? We could do you
Yeah,
in goal.
maybe next year. We will see. We will see.
Yeah.
We will see.
Let me
This is,
ask you, yeah, apologies because I'm having some tech drama here. How do you describe the atmosphere at the games in the League of Ireland?
yeah, I say for Tralee, someone informed me from newspapers from Tralee, and I say in first division in Croatia, some clubs okay, like Dinamo Zagreb, like Hajduk Split, Osijek, Rijeka, 4 clubs. Rest they don't have fans like in Ireland first division. I've been so impressed when I see first game I play against Galway in Donegal in Ballybofey. I say this is amazing. This is amazing because it's been like 3,000 people on the stadium in Croatia Premier Division. Been like 1,000 or 2,000 max. In not the best teams in lower teams. Like they don't have fans. That's big problem in Croatia also, and also stadiums in Croatia. It's a big problem now. They maybe fix that. But I say, I've been so impressed with that.
Yeah, Cornell.
Do you believe as a keeper that your winning mentality is to win games and to see where Kerry FC could go this season? Do you believe in that?
I say that when I speak with my friends from Tralee, I always say Kerry have problem with mentality, win mentality. They don't have that. That's big problem. But now new coach, new rules. Now everything is changed. I think now that he will fix that. He will fix that because I see that guy have experience and he was coach in Cork City and he was big football player. I think he will fix that. And because I say on the start next season, I believe that Kerry can promote it in Premier Division because they have now money and also like with this coach will be much better because he have experience, of course, and he was very very good player.
My third question: who was your best team growing up? As a kid growing up.
How you mean that?
What I mean is that who was your favorite team growing up as a child growing up?
Growing up, like I like Hajduk Split. Hajduk Split. Yeah, that's in Dalmatia, because I'm from Dalmatia. That's a region in Croatia. Here it's a lot of fans of Hajduk Split. We have a big base of fans in Dalmatia about Hajduk Split, and for me it's Hajduk Split number 1.
And also, were you a fan of Luka Modric back in the day?
Yeah, he's like wine. When it's he start getting a bit older, but he's still good player. He still can play. Like I don't know, maybe next season he I think he will go on lower level, maybe in Saudi or something like that. But amazing. I think 40 years, 39, 40 years old. He play on that level. It's amazing. We have some very good players, in this Zadar region, like Subasic, like Vrsaljko from Atletico Madrid, Livakovic, goalkeeper. It's Modric. Amazing 4 or 5 players. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Talking of Croatia, when you guys were at the World Cup final, I was living in a neighbor country of Croatia. I was living in Budapest. So there was a lot of support for Croatia in Hungary. I would say all over Europe, given that the opponent was France. But that's let's set aside the French topic here. So anyway, I remember speaking to a friend of mine, a Hungarian friend, who said, I don't know what's wrong with us. We are as small as Croatia, and Croatia can get to the final, and we can be lucky if we can get to the World Cup itself. So, what's the recipe for Croatia achieve the final, being such a small country when it comes to geography?
Yeah. I must answer on this because this I don't know what to say, because I think we are talented people, and also we have one guy he was owner of Dinamo Zagreb. He maybe you hear about him, Mamić, Zdravko Mamić. He was ex owner of Dinamo Zagreb, and he made these players. He can smell, like talented player. He smell like Guardiola, or now Guardiola new player like Sučić, now who signed for the Inter Milan. And also we are talented people, and workers. We like to work, and you see what's happened now. We've been World Cup on the second place 2018, and now 2022 or so, I can't remember. We've been the third when we beat Morocco for third place. I don't know when was 2022, something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
while ago now.
Yeah, we are talented,
saying
and
hello to
we
you.
are hard workers.
Michael Genovese just want to drop in and say hello. Thanks for coming on, Antonio.
problem.
One question here from Vedran. I don't dare to pronounce his surname. What do you think about Killarney Celtic goalkeeper Damir Brajkovic? I think he's good.
Brajkovic, yeah, that's Croatian keeper. Yeah, he is good. He is very good guy. Very good guy. We say for who is not that good keeper, but he is very good guy.
Yeah. Cornell, any question from
Yes.
your end?
Yes. Do you think that you'd be able to, if you was to be picked for the Croatian squad next year, because the World Cup is in 2026, do you expect to be picked for the World Cup, for the Croatian International World Cup squad?
You never know. Football, football, I say always, football, it's amazing, because you never know what can happen tomorrow. And when you wake up, you don't know what you get offer from which club, which country. Because you see my CV, I've been in 7 countries. Tomorrow I can wake up and say some offer from Malta, like Malta. I go on Malta, because if they give me some good like conditions, I will go. Of course I will go, like now in what I have now. I have in March, I have offer from Nepal Super League. They call me. I sign contract for them, but they say, I see that they don't send me flight ticket, and I say, okay, what's happened? And they say to me like, you don't need to come, something like that. But you see what football, you never know what's happened tomorrow, because I say you never know.
My second question would be, if you had any dream League of Ireland Premier Division club to move to, which one would it be and why?
I don't know. I play against Galway. Galway, it's like for me like a dream club from Premier Division. I like that stadium. I like that fans. That's amazing to play against them. I don't know, but Galway, it's number one for me. For me, it's Galway.
No further questions, Victor.
No problem. I'm going to read out loud the question from John Brennan. You would love to see big clubs look for a ball playing goalkeeper. Do you think that's important, or is just saving more shots more important?
Yeah, I like that question. That's question really for me, because I always say keeper is for saving shots, not for playing. Because if you play only with feet, you can play midfield, not keeper. For me, it's very important to saving shots, because I'm on the goal to save shots, not for to play like midfield or to assist goals, because I say for me it's important to save the ball, not only to play. It's
Another question coming from John. The summer transfer window is opening here in the League of Ireland in a few weeks and across Europe. Would you be confident in finding a club, maybe in a summer league like Ireland?
I say how I say, you never know. You never know. I wish that I can come back in Ireland, but I don't know. I won't try bigger. What I say on beginning of conservation, I say I won't try something bigger. Like bigger than first division of Ireland. I won't try some Premier Division because I feel it that I can, and that's that's what pushed me up, that I can do that. Like or in Europe or in Ireland. But it's important for me. It's Premier Division. That's my goal. That's my goal for this transfer window, summer transfer window.
Who do you think are the favorites to win the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League? We will remember that in June.
In June,
So let's start. Let's start with the Conference League. Chelsea or Betis?
Chelsea, 100%. Chelsea. I think Chelsea.
Poor Betis fans. Poor Betis. United or Spurs?
Spurs.
Good man. Just for the audience, we didn't arrange this because I'm a Spurs fan. So, but thank you very much. Champions League. We have PSG, Inter.
That's question. I wish that it's Paris Saint-Germain. I want that Paris Saint-Germain win.
So according to Dylan, he agrees with you when it comes to Europa League and Conference League, but Champions he will go for Inter. It's very hard to predict. I wouldn't put my money on it.
That's it.
Question from Ryan. What a goalkeeper. That's about you. Oh, could come into car now. Please put in earplugs. Yeah, I wonder what is that.
This is Ryan Kelleher. It's a striker of Kerry FC. Kute coming. What's he say? He's crazy.
Someone asking you to join Cork City, and that's Dylan. And Dylan is a massive fan of Cork City. So yes,
really?
You have all the invites here.
Yeah, good. Cork City, amazing club also. Very good stadium, very good fans, and Cork City, it's an amazing club and big traditional club. Good club.
Ryan, if you are listening to us, please come next week. He is the boss telling you. Cork City for Champions League 2030. Who knows? I would be delighted as a Cork City fan myself. How do you compare the League of Ireland versus where you were in Slovenia, Croatia, Austria, Bulgaria?
I say, I don't know, Bulgaria. For me, Bulgaria and Croatia, it's similar. Bulgaria and Croatia, it's similar. I will say that it's stronger. It's stronger, better. I mean, better technical, better players. Because in Ireland, it's a lot of long balls, and it's not on the field. They don't play on the field. A lot of crosses, a lot of long balls. It's different style of football. But I will say, Bulgaria and Croatia, it's better leagues, and also Slovenia. Slovenia, it's so. I will say similar like Ireland, but also they try, because in the rest Europe they try to play on the field, pass, not only to kick the ball, what they play in League of Ireland. But what I say, I play this 1.5 year. I play in League of Ireland, and I say I like that football, And now when I remember that, I say, it's miss me, sometimes to kick the ball, crosses, because I'm keeper, you need be loud, be big, to win crosses. That's sometimes I say, that's miss me, because we don't do that in Croatia or Bulgaria, because we play like like we try to play like pass, and that's it.
Okay, couple of questions outside of football, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What do you think about Irish nightlife?
I don't know. I never been. I never been because I have wife. It's I drink only coffee, and that's it. I go sometimes with my friends from Croatian friends from Killarney. I drink coffee, and that's it. But they told me that it's good. I don't know. I never try.
It is. It is. I mean, it's never too late. It's never too late. I have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
girlfriend
yeah, yeah.
myself, and I still go for pints, so it's still
Yeah,
possible.
that's good. That's good. That's good too. Sometimes to
You
drink.
sound like a loyal man. It's saying
Yeah,
Duan.
yeah,
Loyal
yeah,
and
yeah.
serious man.
Loyal, well,
So
we, we are Croatian
still in the
loyal.
still in the topics outside of football. So you are in Zadar, the city famous for the sea organ. So for people who don't know what it is, check it out on YouTube. It's a one of the most beautiful promenades in Europe, I would say. So how would you sell Croatia from a touristic point of view for people?
I don't know. They need to come to see that this. It's you cannot describe with words. You need to come and see. Also, if someone like what this guy say, nightlives. You have like Zrče, like Ibiza. It's about 45 minutes from Zadar. You have like Ibiza, like parties all day, all night, and everyone have like older people. You can walk. You have like a nice place for walking, for drinking coffees, and then restaurants and everything. Like now be so nice beach and everything. It's good. Also, you can see like villages on the coast. Also, it's very nice, beautiful. I say people need to come and visit and see how looks this. It's very nice.
Okay, back to football from John. Any advice for young goalkeepers?
Because I laugh now because I speak with one young keeper before maybe 2 days, and I say he asked me what you think about me, what I can do now. What is my next step. I say to him, you need be hard worker, and also you need push yourself to limits and never give up. That's for me first number one. It's never give up. I know that sometimes it's very tough, very hard. Sometimes you don't play, you get some injured, but you never give up, because someone watch that, and everything will be okay.
Question now coming from Jamie. Is switching between astroturf and grass pitches difficult as a goalkeeper?
Yes, it's very difficult, because when you are on astrograss, ball it's rotate different. When it's on normal grass, ball, like sliding, and it's very very different to play. You need I don't know what I say also, because on the normal grass, ball it's much faster than astrograss. It's for reaction, it's different also. It's not good for health. Astrograss, it's like I don't want to say the word, but astrograss, it's
Yeah, I think we understood.
yeah,
Maybe because we all
yeah,
agree, but that's
yeah.
congratulations on the birth of your child, Tuta.
Yeah,
What
thank
club
you.
do you see yourself in the future?
It's hard question. I don't know. What I say. I want what I looking now. Premier Division. I don't care about club. I want get in Premier Division. I want try that, and that I can say in future. Okay, I play Premier Division. I try. I do my best, and that's it. That's it. That's my goal. What I say before. That's my goal, to play Premier Division. Then I can see what I can do after that.
Right. So I think we can wrap up. I want to wish you best of luck for your future endeavors. I hope you'll be
Thank you.
active. Maybe after the summer, you can enjoy the seaside in Zadar and then be back here in Ireland in the Premier Division. I'll just be sad because if you'll be playing against Cork City, then my team will be in trouble. So that's my only fear. But other than that, maybe you can join Cork City.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Very
So
welcome.
all the best, and we'll be in touch. Huh?
Yeah, we are in touch. Thank you, guys. See you.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
Yeah, bye,
Bye,
Antonio.
bye, bye, bye.
Oh, question just came too late. What
Yeah.
was your favorite food in Ireland? Cornell, what's your favorite food?
Well, my favorite food is Caribbean food. I love rice and peas, and Caribbean style macaroni and cheese, and roast potatoes. I like a bit of salad as well, but more Caribbean food. I like English food as well. Like chips and battered sausage and things. But yeah, my main one is Caribbean food. I love Caribbean food, and a bit of Chinese food as well. Can't beat a bit of Chinese.
I think you like food in general. Is it fair to say
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I'll probably say yeah. In general, but I think if I had to pick my favorites, I think it would be Caribbean food, definitely Chinese food, and English food. They would be my main three favorite foods.
Good stuff. So, okay, we move on from food to football because that's
Yeah,
what we are here for. And
yeah.
the first game was heartbreaking. Cork was defeated in the tempo at Turner's Cross to Derry, and I was hopeful that we could get at least a draw, and we were nearly there, but that wasn't the case.
No, it wasn't. This was a very, very intense game because Derry City had more possession than Cork City, despite that Cork City were the better side in the first half. Cork City were under the cosh a lot of times, and Derry City have demonstrated why they are the team that they are. Obviously, Cork City thought they had it. They could find a way to go and get a draw, but look, at the end of the day, I think the reason why is because you've lost your manager, which nobody wasn't expecting Tim Clancy to leave. We all expected Tim Clancy to stay on, but because of the pressure of where Cork City were, and then obviously with the position that they're in, and then the games that they've been losing this season, it was like to say, well, the pressure was too much for Tim Clancy. Now that they've got a new manager as well, in Gerard Nash, I think Gerard Nash, even though yes, he's had a lot of experience of managing Ipswich and Aston Villa, and then obviously managing in the Swedish division as well, so he'll bring all of that experience into Cork City, and I think he'll help them get them up the table. And I think that is the reason why change was needed. I think probably they could have actually given Tim Clancy a chance to probably try and see if he can get the best out of him and try, but the pressure was too much and it wasn't good enough. So I think even if he had struggled, I think it would have been a problem. I mean, despite only 2 wins in 15 games, it was going to be tough for them. But listen, I think Nash will really be is a very good appointment for Cork City. But to lose this game against Derry City, I think obviously that there's a lot of questions being asked. Really, to be fair of it.
On the Dublin Derby, Shelbourne was the happy one. They beat St. Patrick's with a last-minute goal. And I saw your tweet, Cornell, saying that Shelbourne was watching the our last podcast, and so I think you were happy with that.
Yeah, I was, because the previous podcast I said, listen, I want to see Shelbourne respond, because this is Shelbourne I was saying previously, and this is Damien Duff we're talking about here. We're talking about a team that has a fantastic winning mentality. We're talking about a manager that has really cemented his own legacy to Damien Duff, despite of what's been going on and off the pitch, and his rivalries with Stephen Bradley as well, which is kind of being very intense as well. But this game was a must-win for Shelbourne. You know, Shelbourne have been in similar defeats this season. They've gone on and lost a couple of games, and we're thinking, well, look, they lost to Drogheda, which they did. Yeah, they lost this game to St. Pat's, right? They shouldn't have lost that game. They should have won that game, and they should have put that game to bed, right? But look, I am pleased that Shelbourne won the game. I am pleased that they got 3 points on the board. And then they went on to go on and beat a St. Pat's team who haven't been in their best of form. Yes, at home, they've been fantastic. But, you know, they've had 9 away trips and it's not good enough. But again, Shelbourne, fantastic again, played some absolute wicked football, against St. Pat's. St. Pat's scored. Melia thought he had it won. They had chances, but they just wasn't good enough on the day. Shelbourne had more possession. They had more of the ball. They had the quality to really get forward and really show that they are the best team in this division. And I think they will go. I think they still need a few more recruits probably just to get them over the line and try and get them challenging again. But this was a fantastic game to watch. And, you know, it was one of the best derbies that you ever see. And I think Shelbourne had their head switched on, and that was to go on and win and get 3 points. So I'm pleased for them, and I'm pleased that they actually listened to what I had to say on the podcast. So I don't know if Damien Duff was actually listening to the podcast and the players, and I think it's just given them that real motivation for them to just go on and really crack on with their season.
Waterford is in very good form since they changed managers. Now it's 3-4 victories in a row, and they beat one of the underdog of this league together with Drogheda. They beat Galway 1-0, but it's 3 points in their pocket.
Yeah, this is a fantastic start for Waterford United, and Galway obviously disappointing to see them lose this game. But Waterford, I mean, John Coleman taking over, you know, as manager and bringing in his own staff in. I think this is the fifth win of John Coleman since he's managed Waterford United, and you know he's had experience previously in 2014 with Saloga Rovers, managed in the EFL as well with Gillingham and Rochdale and Accrington Stanley. This is the start that Waterford need, and I mean, if they won this game, I think they would be in the title race, and I think they do deserve to be higher up in the table and be competing for the European places this season. But you know, look, I think we can really understand why Waterford are in amazing form is due to John Coleman's style of play and how he wants them to play, and you'll get the best out of them. He'll get the best out of Alman and Longer, and I think they will be two strikers that will banging in the goals this season, despite that there's like 12 goal contributions with them in 6-7 games. But look, at the end of the day, I think this is a fantastic start, and 5 wins this season. I think they can be very, very proud. Galway United, you know, we spoke about them on the podcast and said that they have been in amazing form. They were the only team unbeaten this season. Moses Dyer winning April's player League of Ireland player of the month. You know, he's had an amazing month this season, 8 goals this season. You know, fully deserved. You know, combined with the goals and assists this season, absolutely brilliant this season. I think it's a real shame that they got beat against Waterford, but you know, I think Moses Dyer is going to be very, very key for them this season, and I feel like Galway United will be up there, and I think it will be a big competition between Galway United and Waterford to challenge for that European places.
Now a massive victory for Shamrock. They beat Drogheda, who are upsetting a lot of teams in the League of Ireland, and now they are at the top of the table. They are leading the competition with a great result, 3-0.
This was a fantastic win for Shamrock Rovers. Watch this game. Watch the highlights of this game. Absolutely, they dominated Shamrock Rovers because it's not easy going to the Twilight Stadium, and it's crazy. The atmosphere inside there is absolutely mad in there. You know, the informed players of Jack Byrne and Burke as well, even though Burke missed a penalty, but you know, obviously they owned up for it and scored. It's fantastic to see them winning their games, and they're really showing that they can be true title contenders this season. As for Drogheda as well, I mean, look, excuse me, they've been the talk of the town. They've been the team that everybody's been talking about, when they've been top of the table. But, obviously, look, they got knocked off their perch after losing. But I think they'll go into their next game believing that they can get another result. But this game was there for the taking, even though I did say that Drogheda could have caused an upset towards Shamrock Rovers. But Shamrock Rovers are just dominant. They are unstoppable right now. When you've got informed players of Burn, and you've got Burke, you've got Healy, you've got Grant. Obviously, they're still struggling without a striker, but they've shown that they have proven that. And I think the summer transfer window is going to be very interesting for them, this summer, to see who comes in for them or not. But look, they are a fantastic side, and I think they deserve to be where they are in the table and top of the table. And I do feel that, obviously, I think they'll really find a way to mount a challenge and really get up there with the very, very best this season, who's challenging as well, with the likes of Shelburne and St. Pat's as well up there too.
The other team that is gaining momentum is Bows. An away win, not in an easy stadium, in Sligo, and a late goal, but doesn't matter. Another 3 points in the pocket.
It's another 3 points for Bohemians against a decent Salogo team who haven't been in their best of form this season under John Russell, and despite that, Eldon has been bossing it for them this season, and Jay Hackey as well. But Bohemians, honestly, Mose, honestly, what did I say? I said this man, in previous episodes, I said that Mose needs to leave Bohemians because he's not good enough. Right now, he's proven everybody wrong, including myself. He's proven that he can score, bring his Premier League experience / his own championship experience into this Bohemians team. This is the most say that all Bohemian fans have been waiting for, and League of Ireland fans have been waiting for. We've been waiting to see Bohemians really get the best out of this man, get the best out of Mose, and really show that he can score goals. Right now, that first goal that he scored, his first goal this season, he has the chance to go on and score more goals. He's got everything in the palm of his hands. He's got the chance to really be somebody and be that striker and say, listen, Alan Reynolds, he will get you the goals. He will get you the goals to get you up the table and really find a way to finish in a very good position in the League of Ireland table. Even if it's mid-table, European places don't really matter. But what I am very pleased about is that Mose has shown that he can be the very best in this division. Because I've always said, when you are coming from a different league, it doesn't matter if you're from the Championship, don't matter if you're from League 2, League 1, you have to adapt to playing in League 1, in the League of Ireland, right? Mose has now shown he can adapt to the League of Ireland. No, doesn't matter which players, who they are, right? Do not get me wrong. Don't matter if you come from a Stoke. It don't matter if you come from whatever Championship club you come from. When you're playing in the League of Ireland, you have to adapt to the manager's / head coach's playing style and how the manager head coach can really get the best out of you. But one thing for sure, if Bohemians carry on the form that they've been playing, I think they can finish very, very fantastically up the table. If it's mid-table, fantastic for them. I think that's a brilliant finish for them. But what they have shown is that they've got when you've got players like Tierney in there, you've got Denvoy in there, it's very, very difficult. But Mose just needs to carry on that performance, carry on, bring that confidence into the next game, and then start scoring the goals and get everybody believing that he can be that key player who can score goals for Bohemians this season.
Right. Let's now briefly discuss the first division before we move to this weekend games. There is a massive game happening tomorrow. Cove is hosting Dundalk in Cove. Yeah, so it's a massive game. There are only 3 points separating the two teams. And if I look at the form, Dundalk only won one game out of the last 5, and whereas Cove won 5 out of 5. How do you see this game and the other 4, Cornell?
This game between Colbs and Dundalk is going to be a very interesting game, Victor, because both teams have been very decent this season, but Dundalk has been unstoppable this season. They've really shown that they really are desperate to go back into the Premier Division for next season in the League of Ireland. Kolb as well, Ramblers, absolutely brilliant this season. They've shown how fantastic they are. Look, at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a very intense first division, who gets promoted and who wins the first division title. But I always said it previously on the podcast a couple of weeks ago that there's no stopping Dundalk this season because of how well Kieran has really demonstrated that he can get the best out of those of the young talents and young players that he has in there. And I think Dundalk will carry that on. For Kolb, I think Kolb just needs to carry on that positivity of performances that they've been showing this season to and really go on and carry on their season in the first division.
A comment here from John back to League of Ireland. Can't remember who was on a podcast weeks ago. He said Bowes, that was legendary, would win the league when they kept losing games. Imagine it was right. It was Jason, John, was Jason, who also has a YouTube channel. He was with us maybe a month ago, and he predicted that Bowes could win the title when it was nowhere near people's mind that they could even be at the middle. And now it's a possibility. So maybe Jason was right. Maybe Jason is aware of things that we are not. So if that's the case, we need to have Jason back in this podcast. I would invite Jason for a pint if he's right about the League of Ireland winner. Let's move to this weekend games, Cornell.
Mm-hmm.
There are games on Friday and also on Monday. There's just 2 games on Monday. Do you know why there are 2 games on Monday and not the whole thing?
Yeah. I know Shelbourne's playing Drogheda as well. And then Shelbourne's got Bohemians coming up as well soon, and then we've got St. Pat's versus Waterford as well, and then Bohemians versus Derry City and Shelbourne versus Shamrock Rovers. So there are some very big, massive games coming up throughout from tomorrow and going through the during the week. I think it'll be very interesting to see where each team's moves up to. So I'm looking forward to those big, massive games that's coming up, man.
Yeah, so this one is massive for sure, Cornell. 2 teams that are in excellent form, Waterford and Shamrock. Any favorite here?
I think Waterford will go in it as favourites because of the form that they've in. They've won 5 games this season. They're destined to win 6 games this season in the League of Ireland this season under John Coleman. John Coleman is the manager to watch out for. Stephen Bradley came out this week in his interview and said that it won't be easy against Waterford. And Stephen Bradley is right. You know, Stephen Bradley is not wrong on this because Waterford will give Shamrock Rovers a very, very hard game. And Shamrock Rovers will have to be at it at all times because Waterford have been impressive this season since hiring and bringing in John Coleman this season. So I think they'll have extreme confidence going into this game, Waterford, and believe that they can get 3 points out of it and cause an upset. But so will Shamrock Rovers. Shamrock Rovers will also believe that they can get 3 points out of it because of the form that they've been in. Again, you know, Shamrock Rovers have been in wicked form, especially when you've got players like Matt Healy. You know, that's been dominating the games as well. You've got Josh Houlihan, who obviously has been picked to represent Ireland, you know, in the national team, and you know, he fully deserves to be representing Ireland. And I've been saying it from time that there's certain League of Ireland players that have been that deserve to be in that Ireland team. But this game is a massive game. It's very, very massive. And I think Waterford will be very, very confident going into this game. So it won't be surprising if Waterford shocks Shamrock Rovers, but Shamrock Rovers have got the quality now, and they've got the ability to really say, well, look, they know what Waterford is going to do to them and give them a hard game, but they will be confident that they can get 3 points on the board and really show that they are that they can keep their form going.
Pats, Cork City. My only hope on this game is that Pats will underestimate us, and maybe we can get a draw. Other than that, I'm not optimistic at all.
I think you should be optimistic, really, Victor, because, like, look, I mean, you've got a new manager now, right? You've got Gerard Nash, obviously Nash coming in, that obviously has now been appointed as your new head coach now, right? I think you will win this game. You will definitely win this game. So I wouldn't bring down Cork City's confidence right now. I mean, look, you've got Sean Maguire back. You're obviously going to see Sean Maguire and Daniels link up together up front, because obviously Maguire's been destined to come back into this Cork City team. The only sad thing you ain't got Keaton, who's out to 6 to 9 months. That's a big blow. I said previously that you needed another striker in the summer, and I think you still do, just to take the pressure off Maguire, because it's going to take Maguire a couple of games for him to get to back to his best. Gerard Nash is going to get the best out of your players. Greg Bolger is back. You've got you may lose Cather O'Sullivan because he's going to go to Crystal Palace, because he went to go and watch their game, and Crystal Palace are destined to definitely get Cather O'Sullivan over the line in the summer. Even though I think they may loan him back to Cork City. But this game, I think this is a chance. This is a chance that Cork City can have. This is a chance for them to cause a real upset, and I think they'll nick it in the last minute. And I think, for me, if Cork City can carry that on, that momentum with the likes of Daniels, even though you've signed him only temporary, which I think you need to sign him on a permanent deal and really get him permanent, because I think he's got 2 goals this season in 4 matches. You can't be even more happier than how you expect to be. But I wouldn't play down Cork City's chances as yet, because Cork City have a chance to cause an upset towards St. Pat's. Yes, St. Pat's will be very, very confident that they will go on and try and get 3 points. Yes, of course, they're still trying to wait for Aidan McKenna to get back to his best, and I think he will get back to his best. And Mason Melia is starting to get on the goals as well too. Despite that they have been in very good, decent form. Yes, they've lost away from home, which is not very good. They've lost 7 trips away from home, and even though they've been unstoppable away from at home, but at Richmond Park. But look, I think Cork City will be very, very confident going into this game. So won't rule it out just yet. So I think Cork City may win this game.
And it seems that John has the same view as you. Sneaky 1-0. Fingers crossed, guys. What else we have here? Galway Sligo. Any hope for Sligo in that regard, or what they should do, to start to collect some points, because they badly need it?
What Sligo needs to do is to really have more belief in their team. They're relying too much on Jay Hackey, and they're relying too much on Owen Eldon, who has been on fire this season for Sligo Rovers this season. Absolutely incredible this season at the age of 19 years old. And Eldon deserves to really go up a level one day at some point, just like Jay Hackey. Galway United, look, they will come into this game and they will have so much belief to go on and win this game and get 3 points on the board. But Sligo Rovers will be destined than ever to win this game. So I think if they can really start to hold their momentum and keep their momentum going throughout the whole season, throughout this season and throughout tomorrow as well, I think they need to just not lose the lead, try and hold on to the lead, defend solidly, defend well. So I think this is the opportunity for them to go in and get 3 points. But Galway United will be determined than ever to win this game.
Another very interesting one, Drogheda Derry, especially considering that Derry is going in the right direction.
It is. I think we're seeing the very best of Derry City right now. We're seeing the best of Liam Boyce. Michael Duffy, you already know with Michael Duffy, he's been Derry City's best player. We have questioned Derry City due to their the experience that they've added into their team, which has been questionable. And right now they've answered all of those questions, and they have looked at this and said, listen, they may have experienced players in there. Yes, they could have had some younger talents in there just to they can learn from the experienced players, but they've shown how well they can cope with pressure. And I mean, obviously, I watched some of the Virgin Sport reaction, and they were asking the same question: are Derry City title contenders? My answer would be no, not yet, because I think Derry City still have a lot more to learn, and I think there's a lot more for Tia Lynch to really go on and see. Drogheda, on the other hand, under Doherty, I think they've been very, very good this season. We've seen some key players come back, obviously. Dara Markey's been incredible this season, been the best creator. Warren Davis, absolutely unstoppable this season, has proven once for all that, young talent can really be, very something that can be relied on as well. But look, I think this will be a very interesting game. Drogheda will give everything they've got. I think they'll show the huge quality and the talent that Drogheda has. But Derry City, I think, would be very, very determined than ever to put this right and carry on their best form that they're doing at the moment, when you've got Roman Boyce bossing it as well. But it's the same thing I've always said. Don't rule out the underdogs out of this in getting a result.
Now the Dublin Derby of the weekend, both shells. It's very special if we take in consideration the last weekend games of both teams, where they managed to collect 3 points in a very tough fashion. So to be interested to see this clash.
Yeah, I'm very interested in this game. Bohemians versus Shelburne. I think Shelburne will be very confident going into this game. We saw the best of the front three, Harry Wood and obviously Odebeko and Martin playing together as a three. I think we're going to see. I want to see Odebeko scoring more goals. Really getting that being that confident that he deserves to be, because Odebeko is a baller and a goal scoring machine. Bohemians, on the other hand, I think will be very confident going into this game and really giving Shelburne a very, very hard game this tomorrow. And I think if Bohemians can carry on that performance, the biggest thing is Mose. If Mose can get the goals, link up well with Whelan and so on, I think the best is to come from Mose. So I wouldn't rule out Shelburne winning this game, because they are favourites to challenge for the title this season. But not underestimating Bohemians tomorrow and this season.
Now we have a couple of games on Monday, and one is a massive Shelburne Drogheda. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen on Friday, but still, this game is one to watch.
Yeah, this game is one to watch. Drogheda will be very, very confident going against Shelburne. They'll be willing to try and go into this game with absolute confidence and belief. They'll try and see if they can sneak a win. I think Drogheda will be underdogs going into this game as well, like in their previous game tomorrow. Shelburne again will want to carry on winning momentum and try and get some wins under their belt. But look, I say it again and I say it before, don't underestimate Drogheda this season at all. But Shelburne, I think, will be very, very confident that they can get a win.
Another massive one. St. Patrick's are traveling to Tavat to play against Shamrock. Tough game for both sides.
Yeah, it's very, very tough on paper at the moment, because both teams are really good, and these are two favorite title contender favorites that are challenging for the title this season. St. Patrick's, obviously, I think they because of their squad depth, of how well they've done this season. When you've got informed players of Joe Redmond, who is absolutely one of the best centre backs in the League of Ireland this season. You've got a Yang, who's absolutely one of the best goalkeepers this season with others as well. Of course, Jake Mulaney, yes, has his moments and has his days, but I want to see the very best from Jake Mulaney as well. Zebedee, absolutely quality as well. Aidan McKenna, I want to see Aidan McKenna getting back, staking his claim as top scorer and really showing that he can score goals. So I want to see Aidan McKenna do that as well. Jamie Lennon, obviously, brilliance. Maybe not as good as how Chris Forrester is, but look, I think this is a chance for St. Pat's to go into this game against Drogheda and get 3 points. But it's a very, very tough paper, so I think maybe a draw might be ideal.
So plenty of excitement for the next week, and we'll be back on Thursday, Cornell, same time, same channel, no changes or at least for the next month. So looking forward to get your insights, and I want to thank you again. And,
thank you so much.
Yeah, and I also want to thank the audience, because without them, we wouldn't be here. So it's really positive to interact in the way we have been doing for the last 4 months now? Yeah, 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months. Yeah.
Since I started yesterday, but time flies. Time flies.
It's crazy.
So guys, if you have been enjoying these conversations, we'll be extremely grateful if you could please press those 3 buttons below. If you can share with others, if you can subscribe to the channel to make it move within the YouTube sphere, and also express your satisfaction with a thumbs up. So thanks, folks, and we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch very soon, next Thursday again. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.